sup, boomer?
You know what? Is this a pet peeve of yours?
Biggest
Yeah,
pet peeve.
your face got a couple shades of red, darker the
Out of
moment.
anger, not
I know. That's what I'm
embarrassment.
talking about.
Anger.
No. I didn't say it was embarrassed. You said it was embarrassed.
My God.
The Sup Boomer podcast, where we lovingly embrace the fact that we are the boomers of the Gen Z and millennial generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam's a bit mad at me.
Big
We were
mad.
coming up with we started talking about pet peeves
Mm-hmm.
and things that really just like get to us, the grinds my gear sort of things.
Mm-hmm.
And she legit hates it when I just hit go live without any sort of plan.
Yeah.
She's two
And
types of people.
now you know that every episode we don't have a plan. We just start talking like we always do, and Jeff frickin' hits play, and I see the countdown 3, 2, 1, and anger ensues my body.
When you hear me laughing and Sam going, that's because I hit play a little bit too soon for Sam's liking.
Yes,
I
let's
dig
wing
though.
it. Let's just freaking wing it,
Just
Jeff.
shoot
Look at
it.
me. Easy breezy, wingy Sammy, they
Look.
call me.
Easy breezy.
I
Nice. Well,
guess.
yeah, let's see how it fits you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But what was the thing that that you were just saying was so agitating?
You ready?
Yeah.
When my husband tightens any lid in the
That's right.
house so tight, nobody can open it. He can't even reopen it. I'm like, why? When you buy it, so I'm thinking specifically of like a salsa lid or the pickle jar lid, okay? It's already tight when you get it, right? So sometimes you have to either like get the knife, flip it over, do the bang bang, some kind of trick to get it open, find the closest man and have them open it, right? But then if John gets his hands on that mofo and he's going to close it, it's like a competition with like the manufacturers of can he get it tighter than they got it in the first place? And it grinds my mother frickin' gears.
Do you want to know why though? Because I do the same thing. Katie hates it.
Enlighten me.
So you don't really need us for a lot of things. We have to keep our value up in the household.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's just to open jars every now and then, we'll take it. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe in your household that works because in my household, if I have to spend more than 6 seconds untightening it, he's getting a licking, and not in a good
Yeah.
way. He's getting scolded. I'm like, John? So
Does
it's
he know
not
what's happening
pleasant for
at the
him.
moment?
Yes.
Yeah.
He'll also do it to his water bottle, like his Nalgene. And then anytime I try to open it and I can't, he'll be like, yeah, because it's mine. And I understand that. I'm like, you're right.
Like I
You can
get
do what
it.
you want.
I
It's
shouldn't
yours.
touch
Yes.
that. That's your things.
Yes. I get it. But not the communal pickle jar. Why?
Yeah. When you were like, if it's really tight, I was just gonna think to myself, I was like, she's gonna say some shit like, I just throw the fucking thing away.
So
I'll just throw the jar away.
Yeah. But that just screws me over. I'm not going to do that.
Did you just hear me drink?
No.
Oh, good. I heard you drink a second ago.
Oh, wow. God, I need
It's
to back up.
disgusting.
This mic is just so superior. You can hear every swallow. Nasty. That's another thing.
God.
My husband's chewing.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought
It's
we
like,
were going down swallowing road there.
No. If you sat next to me and you're chewing your food, no big
Mhm.
deal. One of my girlfriends chewing their food, no big deal. My husband, on the
Me?
other
What
hand,
about me?
you were the first example. You, just fine.
Oh, wait, did you say me already?
Yes, you were the
I
you.
was
So
spaced
if
out.
you are sitting next to me,
Oh,
okay?
yeah. Okay, thanks.
When John's sitting next to me, I don't know what it takes over my body, the anger that ensues me when I hear him chewing and swallowing. And it's not like he's chewing with his mouth open. He's doing a
It's doing it the right
normal,
way.
sure. And I have to turn the volume up on the TV. If we're not watching TV, I will get my phone and put on something in the background because I can't.
Some white
It's
noise.
like it's some weird something of mine. I can't listen to it. It just pisses me off. It's not like it's gross. It's not like it's weird. I'm just like, can you take it down a notch? And he's just chewing. And I know I'm being a bitch about it. And I know it's completely not called for. So I just put on some background noise so I don't have to hear it.
That's funny. I I've Katie doesn't hit me up about it a lot, but when I can hear myself chewing, like, because for those that don't know, I have like a swallowing thing, right?
Yeah, but
And
he
I
has a
choke every now and then.
swallowing problem, folks.
Yeah, 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 and
It's a medically
esophageal something.
diagnosed.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a
Mhm.
thing.
Yes.
So I have to over masticate, and I just keep chewing, and I can hear it. And it is, if there's nothing on, it's like I'm in that like anti-noise chamber where you can hear like your blood flowing through your veins, and it's just like the most agitating sound that I have to turn something on. I'm like, Katie, can you hear that? She's like, no. I'm like, fuck, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know that
random.
I've ever listened to myself chew. Like, is that a thing? You can hear yourself chew?
I think so.
Alright. Like, you
Uh,
do, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's
Hmm.
got to be like, I wonder if there's like a phobia or what are those things called when you dislike something? I guess it's just pet peeve. But what's it called? Is it like a phobia? Would you be afraid of hearing that sound? Is that what you feel? Is it
No,
that sort of a diagnosis, or is it
for
just
me?
irritating?
No, it
Yeah.
just pisses me off, just
No.
irritating. It's not gross, it's not like I'm scared of it, it's just like, I'm like, "Can you take it down a notch?" Or just, like,
It just
stop
like
eating.
disgusts you the way that he
Just go
chews.
eat somewhere else. Mm.
Katie told me before we actually like went on a date that she was like, one of the biggest things that is like a hang up for her is how people eat. And so she suggested we got to get sushi on our very first date. So I'm such a proper eater that I passed that first date and eating uh, test with sushi.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, that's impressive because that is a
Yeah,
very
thanks.
interesting one to do on a first. Like, do you shove the whole thing in your well, you do. Like, right?
Yeah, you
People
have
don't
to.
take bite it in half.
She
That's
would
not
have
a
left
thing.
me if I would have bit the sushi in
Okay.
half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't. Do people do that?
Animals and my child.
Yeah. The same type of people who fricking put the toilet paper on the wrong way, eat their sushi, like, bite it in half. You can't do that.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna switch gears on you
Yeah.
because that's one of the things that really it's like so fresh in my mind right now
Yeah.
is like you can pay a crazy amount of money to go somewhere on vacation, get a super nice Airbnb. You could be like, it doesn't matter. I've not been to a place where this isn't the case. You show up and their toilet paper is 60 grit sandpaper, that single ply.
Mm.
Like it doesn't matter. Like I would give an extra star to somebody if they would just invest a little bit of that profit that they're taking from me, using their house or like staying in their hotel room to buy some Charmin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's
It's
always at the pace of places that you're paying for,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
annoying. Like, I can go to my friend's house, their toilet paper is great.
yeah. No,
5
it's
star
just it's
all day.
vacation
I'm
stuff. Yeah,
actually taking a roll with me in my purse because it's so
that's
like,
what I need to do.
where did you get that toilet paper? That's fabulous.
Oh, you're stealing from your friend.
Yes, exactly, but then you go to an Airbnb,
Yeah,
you go on
anywhere,
vacation, and you're like, "What is this garbage?"
dude. You've spent thousands of dollars to fly into the Maldives. They've actually probably got a bidet, right?
Probably.
Yeah, damn. And that's actually maybe that's my problem. Maybe after I got the bidet, I started to realize that like I deserve more.
Yeah, your butthole deserves more.
Yeah.
Only
You
the
have one, right?
best. A bidet, yes,
Yeah.
upstairs, only in the master bath, which then I don't really use the master bathroom, like, I let John use that one, and I don't know why, I'm just like, "You use that one, and I will go use the guest one. The guest one will be mine. This will be yours."
I'm glad that we don't have two bathrooms in my house
Well,
because
I
wait, oh,
couldn't have
no,
one. I couldn't
no.
have one.
I take that back. That's not a fair
Mhm,
statement because I would like to have two bathrooms.
mhm.
But if I did, I don't think that I would use. I, I would buy an extra bidet so I didn't have to choose which toilet I had to go to because I
Like
would
you
use the one with the bidet every single time.
yeah.
You know,
Oh,
with the
yeah.
seat warmer.
Oh, see, yeah, my ours doesn't have a seat warmer.
Oh, that's your problem.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't that's another pet peeve of mine,
the
'kay?
cold
You
toilet seat.
no.
Oh,
Like, go, do the deed, and be gone. Why do you have to sit there for so long? Your poops would be half as long, actually an eighth of as long
it's
of time
disgusting.
not in terms of length of the poop, but I mean, the amount of time that you are in the bathroom would be cut by a tremendous amount of time if you didn't have your phone with you and if you weren't
Yeah.
sitting for so long. Go in, do the deed, and leave. Like, I don't have the luxury to sit there for an hour, right?
Why
I've
not?
got kids banging on the door. I've got dinner to make. I got laundry to do. I got my womanly duties.
I've never heard such bullshit in my entire life.
Oh, shit, that was
I didn't
funny.
want to jump in. I
It
didn't
was
want to
funny to
jump in.
think
I just
about it.
wanted you to just like take. Could you imagine a world where you had all those things to do?
But anyway, I'm just like, you're like, "Why are you in there for so long? Come out."
Come out wherever you are.
Yes, that's
Um,
annoying. That's a
yeah,
whole
you want to
'nother
just maybe you need to implement like a rule where it's like you just don't get to take your phone into the bathroom. Do you leave
Wait,
yours out?
why do you have a or a heating thingy on your toilet then? Just for the 5 seconds you're sitting on it?
Oh no, it's way longer than 5
See?
seconds.
Why? Put your phone down.
I know. Well, it's a good
Put it
question.
down.
First of all, are you asking me these questions as if you're wondering why I'm in there for so long?
Yeah, like, you are one of the culprits of the people who stay on the toilet
What?
for too long.
Are you talking about my gender?
No, what? No, yeah, men. Frick yeah, I am. Men.
Is that what you're
Get off
getting
your
at?
phone and get on out. Go on, get.
Hold on, is that really what you're getting at? Is that
That's
men take
exactly what I just said.
long
Yes.
poops? Hmm,
Yes, did I stutter? Yes.
no, I was just
And
making sure.
it's not because men's digestive system's different and it takes
They
you longer
work.
to poop.
Yeah,
It's that
yeah.
you are in there with your phone or your tablet or your whatever doing God knows whatever. Just get out.
I think that's an unfair statement, Sam.
Okay,
For you
great.
to
That's my
blanket statement
statement.
like that.
Mhm, blanketed.
Okay.
Consider it blanketed.
uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I should start timing myself. I'm gonna go clocking in and clocking out. I'm gonna send you a text message every time.
Please don't. It just annoy me. I'll sit there so pissed off. I'll be like, "It's been 3 minutes.
You're
What
like,
is taking
fucking
him so long?"
did he forget to text me back? This is unbelievable. He
You
left
know,
me
I
on red.
did go we were camping this last weekend,
Yeah.
and I noticed the toilet paper so it's not like a bathroom that flushes, it's like
Mhm.
but
Oh
not like
yeah.
an outhouse, like the blue plastic ones at a
Yeah.
concert. It's
Yeah.
like an
Pit. It's
in-ground
like a pit toilet.
yes, in like this
Yep.
cement room. The toilet paper was wonderful.
No fucking way.
Wonderful, and I thought about it, it they sucked and it was garbage in terms of one was left, one was like the toilet paper rolls were the wrong way, that you
Yeah.
could tell they were in the category of they just don't pay attention, they
They just
throw it
don't care.
on. Yeah,
Yeah.
but, the toilet paper was great, so I appreciated that.
Where were you camping at?
Silver Creek Campground.
Oh,
Yeah.
them.
Mhm.
Nice.
So, I'm probably gonna rate them 5 stars just because of that, and the
Six
bathrooms
6 stars for the
were
nice toilet paper.
clean and smelt really nice considering.
Wow.
Yeah, something to take note of.
Sounds like a destination.
Mhm, sure is.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's that.
That's fucking crazy. Well, you've debunked my blanket statement that all places have terrible toilet paper. I've not gotten the privilege to experience it yet, but someday I hope to. You know,
Yeah, no, I'd say
outside
for
of my
the
home.
most part, they are, but when they're not, I notice, I take note, I pay attention, and I tell my friends.
Of where they should go.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, but I know what you mean on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So let's see. Some other good things that are super fucking irritating are
Mm,
double dipping. Does that bother you?
double dipping. Oh, like
Yeah.
chips, food?
Yeah.
I think it depends. Like,
Um.
my family, John, I double dip all day. Go for it. I don't freaking care.
Oh yeah. If
You
it's just
I
like close family and friends.
Yeah, like, I have to teach, like, the kids not to just because I don't want them to be monsters when they grow up. But, I mean, like, if you're at, like, a potluck for work or something, like, I swear, do not double dip. Also, I don't even eat the food. You don't know what kind of animals are on top of people's counters or who doesn't wash their hands, or
Yeah.
that's also just sketch in general, but yeah.
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is like I don't know that I've seen like a grown ass human, like an adult double dip, but like kids are notorious for that.
Yeah.
And I think that as I've realized that the kids go to school and they get disgusting and they're just like covered in all sorts of germs and diseases, it's like something that I notice a little bit more now. Where I'm like, please, like I'm just talking to Simon, like, dude, don't do it. Just I'll take the chip away and just like throw it away. We're like, just grab a new chip. Just stop double dipping. So I think
You're
that's like a big one for me. What's that?
Yeah, because 'cause you're teaching them to
Yeah,
be better
trying to make them
humans. Yeah.
exactly, and how to load toilet paper rolls, that whole thing. Did we
Yeah.
already talk about how everywhere we go now, we're seeing toilet paper the wrong direction.
It's all I can think about. It's like when you get a new car, right? You
Mhm.
start seeing that car everywhere where you swear you've never seen that car on the streets before.
Yeah,
And now
that's
that we
everywhere.
spent so much time talking about toilet paper, I notice every roll.
It's the wrong direction.
Yeah, yeah,
Are we
yeah.
the wrong ones?
No, we know we're not the wrong ones. No,
Yeah,
because even all the people who responded or DM'd us, they were on our side,
yeah.
except for one person who said, "I don't know why you care. Like, just let people do what they want to do." I'm like, "Yeah, you're the problem."
I have a public service announcement that I would like to share with everybody.
Ooh, tell me.
When you're getting on the fucking freeway, get up to speed. When you're merging on, I was driving home the other day. No joke. Like, this is going to sound like I'm over exaggerating pretty significantly, but I'm not. Like, I have to get over into this lane that merges to get off the freeway.
Okay.
And there was a car in front of me, and I could see the car merging on, but like she was going 35 miles an hour. Uh, and then the lady in front of me slowed down to let her get on. We literally came to a stop on the freeway so they could figure out who's going to get on the freeway, like how this is going to work. And
So dangerous and
I'm looking in
frustrating.
my rearview mirror, and I'm like, there's a car coming up on me fast. So like I'm in that weird spot where I'm like trying to creep forward just close
Mm.
enough so that the car behind me doesn't rear end me. It was so agitating that I have maybe like 100 yards from that moment to where I got to get off, where I just like stepped on it, like ripped around him really fast. And I was like, that was probably just as dangerous, but I wanted nothing to do with that. Like their inability to make a decision. I was like, that is fucking terrifying.
See,
Like, dude,
this is this
just get
is
on the freeway.
also the two types of people thing. Like you got so frustrated, you zoomed around. I'm the person who's like, "Oh my gosh, this sucks. I'm so sorry. You guys are probably so embarrassed. Like, I'm fine. I'm patient. I'll wait here. Figure it out. It's okay. Everyone's gonna make it." Where John would be like
So
laying on the
sweet.
horn, flipping somebody off, like do exactly what you just did. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, no big deal, guys. Let's figure this out."
I was fully ready to yell out the window and
My
flip
gosh.
them off, and then I saw it was
Why?
like a 65 to
Ugh,
70-year-old woman. I
yeah.
was like, "Ah, that's somebody's
She didn't
mom, that's somebody's grandma."
Yes, she
Like,
doesn't want to have a bad day. She doesn't want to stop on the freeway. Sometimes they just don't know. Something
she just
happened.
wanted to kill me is all that it
Oh,
was.
no. Just deep breaths. Woosah. Sorry that you got so much rage in your heart that
Oh
you
my god.
felt the need to just zoom by this poor old lady.
Here's the deal, Sam.
Mhm.
She almost killed me. I was almost killed by a little old woman
Hmm.
on a cart.
She didn't mean to. A cart.
And this is a funny story. So we went on a bike ride a couple
Mhm.
days ago in the morning, and Charlie, he's like 3, and we're waiting at like the crosswalk, and there's a guy rolling up on like his little handicap scooter, his little rascal,
Mhm.
and I noticed him, but then like Charlie just starts giggling,
Oh, yeah.
just like,
Kids are the
have I
worst.
told you this story?
No.
Okay, and then he goes, huh, "Look, Dad, he's on a lawnmower." I was like, I laughed so hard because I was like, "That's the cutest thing." Like he's like,
Yeah.
"Ah, look, Dad, he's on a lawnmower."
That's the thing too. Kids have like no filter. So I know if I see someone come in who's got an ailment of some sort, or
Yeah.
I see someone who like I know my kids are gonna say something. So I go into distract mode. Like, oh, okay,
Mhm.
kids, look over there. What's that?
Yeah.
Grab them, look at them face to face, start talking because I can't have them embarrassing me and this poor person who's about
Yeah.
to go through. I can't.
They've been through enough already.
Yes, they're the worst, and I've had my fair share of moments where Millie has just said something so wild to somebody's face, and I'm like, "I am so sorry."
Yeah. Shortly after Halloween, Simon was like 3 years old. Um, and this guy, we were going to Albertsons. It was late, going to the store. And I've got him on my shoulders, just carrying him in. And a guy with an eye patch comes walking by. And Simon's hitting me on top of the head and going, "Daddy, look, a pirate. Dad, look, a pirate." And I'm like desperately trying to grab him to get him off my shoulders so I could be like, "Stop, you do not
Uh-huh,
say that." But
uh-huh.
the guy like looked over and gave kind of like a half smile. And I wonder if he's got like a reaction, like a thing that he does where it's like he
Arg.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, arr,
Yeah,
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 like just plays the part. I should have let him do it, but I
yeah.
was like, I was so busy trying to tell Simon not to point out people's differences like that,
Yes,
to like
I
take it easy and
know.
to tread lightly. But it's like, give the guy a chance, you know?
Right.
Maybe that would
Well,
have been like his moment.
right, and those kind of people, thank you, I appreciate. You
Yeah.
think we want our dickhead children saying
No.
something to you out loud? We're embarrassed. We don't know the appropriate time to have the eye patch conversation with our
Yeah.
kids, right? Like,
Besides
when
after the moment.
correct. It's not like beforehand, you're like, "Okay, you might see someone who's missing a leg, and let's talk about that." Like, no,
Yeah.
we don't not until it comes up do you have that conversation.
Yeah.
But when
No.
they see it and their mind is blown, I'm just like, you can't help. They're just gonna say things, and they're
Yeah.
children, and that person probably does have some little thing he's like, "Arg, matey," right?
Yeah.
And the kid are
Er,
just like laughs, and for the rest of his life, he saw a pirate, and he's gonna tell all of his friends,
Yeah.
and thank you for that person if that's what he was going to say. But
Yeah.
the ones who get mad, I'm like, "Oh, okay, chill."
You're like, "Hey, take it easy, pirate." My kid's 3.
Yeah. Man. Anywho, kids are the worst.
I know they are, but they're also awesome.
The best.
Yeah. But, like, as far as, like, scooters go, I have, like, a different, level of expectations when it comes to, like, people that are on a scooter, you know what I mean? Like, they've got a couple speeds, but, like, typically the one is safe. And if they're crossing in front of me, I'm cool with taking as much time as it needs. I know you think there's a lot of hate in my heart,
Mhm,
but,
mhm.
like, I'm only frustrated at people when they cross the street, when they act like they're running fast, but
Difference
they're
well.
not, you know what I mean?
No.
They're it's no, what? You don't agree?
No, there are 2 types of people.
What's that?
There's one, I'm gonna use Home Depot as an example, okay? You leave Home Depot,
Mhm.
and I think this because there's so much freaking traffic at Home Depot, so it
Yeah,
happens all the time,
constantly.
right?
Yeah.
People are stopping to let everybody go by. If somebody has stopped so that I can go quickly through that crosswalk to get
Mhm.
across, I am hustling.
You're gonna
I am
respect.
quick step in it. I'm respectful of this person who is waiting. I don't care if it's my right of way or not. I'm respectful for people around me who are waiting. And then there are other people like my husband who have the attitude of, "Well, they can wait for me." Like, no,
Oh,
yeah,
entitled.
of course they can wait for you, but they're being kind. He could have ran you over. He didn't have to let us go. He could have kept going. And John just, I'm 5 steps ahead of John. He is behind me. He's behind me walking slow. I've ran. I'm sweating. I've ran across the street. I am heavy breathing because I just hurried
Sweating.
across. John stopped at the bank halfway through the intersection. 'Cause that's how much he doesn't care about other people around him.
But,
2 different types of people.
in his defense, though, like,
Mhm.
pedestrians always have the right of way. Well, they're like geese, you know what I'm
Sure,
talking about? Like,
but
they will stop in the middle of the road, and you can't hit them unless it's an accident.
see, that's what John thinks. He's like, "They can't hit us." I'm like, "Yeah, so you're going slow to be a dick? Speed up. They've got places to go," because also hypocrites also piss me off because I would say that's what my husband is in that situation. If John stops for someone and someone's going slow, I guarantee
"Let's
he would be
go."
saying under his breath like, "Oh, rah, 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 speed up, blah, blah, blah." He's that same person. So anyway, just speed it up
There's
a little bit.
there is, you know, as long as he's not hitting them and running them over, he's allowed to be upset in the car. He can feel his feelings, Sam.
Mhm. Sure. But why?
Because
Deep
but
breaths.
why is he not allowed to feel his feelings?
No, like, why can't you just, like, take a deep breath? Just take a chill pill, no big deal. Everything's gonna be just fine.
He's probably thinking the same thing when he's just trying to enjoy his meal, his French dip, his French dip, and you're over there fucking losing your mind when he's just trying to swallow, man. He's just trying to survive.
Touche.
Oh, hey.
Heyo. God, I like that
Hey.
comparison.
Yeah,
Appreciate that
yeah, you
perspective.
bet.
I needed that.
He's just keeping it real. Just
No, I
keeping it
thank you.
keeping it
Sometimes I need that.
keeping it
The
100?
different real quick,
Yeah,
yeah, keep it 100 or something
100.
the kids say.
Yeah.
The difference between those 2 scenarios is this. I can recognize, I'm like, "Oh, I know when I'm turning up the TV and when I'm playing a sound machine while John's eating that I'm being a bitch." I know that. John does not think any part of him is being irrational. He thinks everything's fine. When he's going slow, it's my right of way. I'm slow. When he's pissed off someone's going slow, well, I need to go somewhere. So he thinks he's justified in every situation and he can do no wrong when I
Mhm.
know I'm being just a flat out bitch for no reason.
That's a good point.
Thank
That's a
you.
really good point. So are
Look
you
at us.
happy that you just won that battle?
I am.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
As
man.
long as everything is okay with the world right now.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Happy Sam, happy podcast.
That's right. God. Um,
People not having patience also annoys me. Like, just be patient, just in general. Like with
mhm.
wait staff, be patient.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Take
wait.
it easy on
No
them.
big deal. Also, maybe it's because I've worked as a waitress before, you've been
Mhm.
in the food
Been there.
industry
Yep.
before. I feel like everybody in the world should at some point in their life go into that industry to have a better respect for people for, like, things that are out of their control, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
You think they want to get your food cold to you so you don't tip them? You think they
Yeah.
want you, like, breathing down their neck? Like, no, they don't want that. Chill.
Yeah.
Like, the way that you treat them depends on how they're gonna treat you too. Like, if someone treats me shitty as a waitress, good
Yeah.
luck getting a refill. I don't give a
Yeah.
crap. I don't need
I
that
would've taken
$10
this
tip. I don't
too.
give a
Yeah.
crap. Go for it.
Moving
No.
on. Be like, "Oh, we'll
Bye.
just find you a new waiter after
Yeah.
you're ready to leave."
Bye.
So
"Oh, I'm sorry.
sorry.
You never got your food? Oh, think twice next time."
Darn it.
Also, like, bad tippers,
Yeah.
right? Like, if if the service was good, tip,
Yeah.
right? But some people who are like, "Oh, I just do $5 or whatever." Like, no, like, there's a standard. Stick to that standard. Like, know how little they get paid per hour and pay appropriately. If it was
Did
great,
you
pay
know
great.
so, like, Katie was telling me that she saw somebody the other day where the tip options were 30, 40, and 50%.
Yes, I've seen that. And then you feel like a dick when you have to hit custom and then type in the normal amount. Like, why do they do that? That's so rude.
Yeah. I think that
Also,
this is like a slippery slope. Like,
well,
it's getting
yeah.
crazy.
Well, because
What were
also
you
it's
gonna say?
you're getting asked to tip on everything, you know? But there's that funny saying where it's when you see you know which
When
white
we see it
tablet I'm talking
turns.
about.
Oh, yeah.
When it turns, you know you're tipping something. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what
You're
it is.
fucking screwed. I'm just gonna
Oh, you're
ask you a
tipping.
few questions. You mean no, like, one question? And how much am I gonna tip you?
Yes, or like Dutch Bros annoys me
Mhm.
because, like, I
They
will
stand
not
there.
they ask every single time, like, "Do you wanna leave a tip?" Like, "You don't have to you wanna leave a tip?" I'm like,
I'll hit the
no."
button. I'll hit the button. I'll
Yeah,
hit the
just
button
stop, and they, like, give it to you to do it. I'm like, "Stop," and that's why I prefer Starbucks. If they were right next to each other, I would choose Starbucks.
every time.
No one's asking me to tip. They now have on Starbucks the feature where you can go back and tip, like, through I use the app to pay for everything on Starbucks. I can go and I can hit, like, tip later, like,
Yeah.
tomorrow, I can
Yeah.
decide to tip
Like
who I
Uber.
paid today. Yes,
Yeah.
like, that exactly. But don't put that pressure on us because it's
Yeah.
gonna make people like me avoid it who I don't want that confrontation. I don't wanna feel like the first time, fine, you dupe me, I'm tipping because 'cause I'm always
Yeah.
tipping, I'm
Yeah.
stupid. But the second time, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I
I,
can't.
uh I wish that Dutch Bros was around when I was in high school because my self-confidence would have been through the roof. You pull up there and they're like, "What's up, man? How's it going?" I'm like, "Thank you for asking. Yeah, well, I'm a little nervous about school today. I got a big test coming up, and I don't think I'm gonna make the football team." They're like, "You're gonna do great." You know what I'm talking about? It's like
Yeah, yeah.
and now I'm like, "Dude, I will avoid that like the plague. I do
Yeah.
not wanna talk to you.
No,
Like, don't."
especially on my way to work at 7 in the morning, I am not in the mood to have like a, "Yo, yo, yo, what's good? Where are you
The
going to
music's
work? What do you do
bumping.
for work?" "Oh, that's awesome, bro." I
Yeah.
don't want that, and that's why I avoid it. Some people probably love it, right?
Yeah.
Not me.
I would have loved it. Like I
Yeah.
said, oof.
Not
I
now,
would have
not
run for
me.
student body president had I had a Dutch Bros around my house when I was younger. Because, dude,
Yeah.
all the friends.
Yeah,
But I'd be paying them. 'Em. I'd pay them.
you would. You tip too. You tip,
Oh, I
like,
tip.
way more than your coffee just because they're giving you confidence, which is
Well,
great.
and the other thing too is, like you said, I did come out of the service industry, so, like, when
Mhm.
it doesn't really matter if this service is, like, terrible, like, I'll still tip.
I
Because
know.
during the pandemic, that shit was so terrible, like,
Yeah,
everything was closed, and now we're having a hard time getting people back into the service industry because they know that they're just getting hosed, working the night shaft, you
right.
know what I mean? And
Everything's twice
then
as much.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude, it's
service was
crazy, so I'm like
so slow. It was
yeah,
wild, like,
yeah,
because they're still having a hard time staffing up
yeah.
restaurants. I feel like out of most places,
Oh,
restaurants are
100%.
still having a hard time.
Yeah,
So, the thing if you're gonna be in my opinion, someone who tips no matter what and who tips too much compared to, like, the norm, right?
mhm,
Like, if you're gonna take a long time, if the service is gonna be slow, just let me know.
yeah.
Just come and be like,
Just
"Hey,
keeping
I
me
am so
updated.
sorry, blah, blah, blah." just tell me. The people who don't, right? Like I went to drinks with my girlfriends last week,
Mhm.
and in the 2.5 hours that we were there, we got 2 drinks because that's how long it took in between each one. It
Yeah.
takes me 5 seconds to chug that thing,
Yeah.
and it's just
Now I gotta wait in line again.
they were by themselves, and I got that. I see that. I can see. I'm like, "Oh, they're by themselves. They're just the 2 of them." They got super busy on a Tuesday because that's
Yeah.
when it was. I'm like, but just not once was it like, "I'm so sorry. It's just us." I
Just
had to
slow.
piece that together. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah. And even then, I still tip really well.
Same.
Like, so I'm like, thank you
Idiots.
for being here.
We're
Thank you
idiots.
for showing up.
Even
50% tip
yeah,
again?
yeah. Maybe we are making them crappy waitresses and waiters because they're still
We
getting
are
50% by
enablers.
being correct. We're still tipping them a lot for doing tiny bit of work.
Mm. You
We are
watch
the
The Office?
problem. I've never seen it. Background
Dwight
noise.
Dwight Schrute goes, I don't tip people for things I can do myself, like delivery people. He's like, however, I do tip my urologist because I'm unable to pulverize my own kidney stones. that's, that's pretty funny. I remember me some
There's
Dwight.
someone in my family who I will not name who does not tip. Period.
Talking about
It
your
can
small
be
child.
it could be $120 bill, no tip.
Oh, I
So I
know.
just know that
Mhm.
I have to bring cash every time I go to dinner or lunch
Dinner
with
with
said
this
person
person,
because I know this person won't tip.
and
And this
you're
person won't,
embarrassed.
because I won't do that. I'm
I
sorry.
backhand
Nope.
tip too. Yeah,
Yeah. So I
on the
have
back
to,
end.
yes, yes. So I wait, we stand up, said person walks away. I throw money in the little thing. Like, nope, you're not today, Satan. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, and it's the reason for not tipping is always different, but usually it's like, "Well, they already get paid enough. They've raised their prices since the
You're
pandemic."
hey,
Yeah.
you're giving away. You're giving it away.
Nope, I didn't give away anything. So, yeah, it yeah. So anyway, so no tippers are just I didn't know they existed, but they do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like no tip.
0.
Restaurants.
Restaurants
Oh
downtown served
my
us sitting, cocktails
god.
and food. 0 tip.
Oh. Did this
Uh-huh.
person grow up in the Great Depression?
I'm saying nothing else. But yeah, so anyway, wild. I
That is
overtip. Some people
crazy.
just don't tip apparently. Gosh, that's a thing.
I've never been with somebody who didn't tip.
It's wild. And all it made me think is once I picked up on it, I was like, "How long has this been happening that I didn't know about?" And I'm
Oh
sitting
yeah,
there schmoozing the waiter or waitress and just, like, being
on the
overly
way out
nice,
the
and then they
door.
get nothing,
Yeah.
and I didn't
Oh
know.
my god, that is like that's nightmare
Ah,
fuel for me.
I
How
can't
embarrassing.
even.
No,
It's the worst. You never know.
I'm literally speechless.
I yeah,
That's
and it's
crazy.
yeah, and I just feel so bad for all the memories I have in the past where I didn't know it was a thing, and
We're gonna
I look
run
like
into
an
one of those
idiot.
servers one of these
Nope,
days.
I better not.
They'd be like, "You still not tipping?"
No. Thankfully, they knew who the card was coming from, so I don't have to
Oh,
worry about that. Yeah.
yeah. There
At
we go.
least they
That's
can
fine.
think like, "Oh, this person's one of those people," but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah.
What
It's a good
about
thing.
this one last thing on tipping?
Yeah.
Like if they slip you a bill
Okay.
and it's a party of 8 or more
If they
and the
slipped
tip
me a
is
bill.
already in it
Okay.
and it says an automatic gratuity has been added to this bill,
Oh,
do you
yeah,
tip on top of that?
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I do. I'm an
See, I
idiot.
don't. I don't.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Because
Yeah.
we've been in this situation,
Yeah.
right? We've taken
I
our
think so.
team. Yep, we've taken our team
Yeah.
to a place here in Boise
Mhm.
where the tip is added.
Yes.
Is it always 20% or isn't it like 18%, I
18.
thought? So
18%.
you don't round up to make it at least 20%.
I will tip 20 to 25% all day long. But the moment you assume that you're going to do better by just
Oh,
taking my tip money,
okay.
like
Principle.
take my money. That's
Okay.
fine. Take the 18%.
Okay. And those people are cursing you when you leave because 'cause they're like, "It's a good thing we put that added tip because he wasn't gonna tip anymore." That's why
Dude,
that might be why they
that's
do
not
it.
that could be their thing. And I'm sure
Okay.
that
Yeah.
people like who don't tip or don't tip on the full amount and then also split checks
Could you
and like
imagine
the whole disaster.
my said person takes a table of 10 out to one of those places,
Mhm.
and there is no added
Doesn't
tip.
tip. Oh yeah,
That is
yeah.
why
Oh my god.
they
That's why they do
so
it.
Can you blame them?
I'm sure I'm the minority
Yeah, but
where I'm just like,
can
oh,
you
I tip you more.
right. Yeah, I can't blame them because I have a no tipper that I know.
For those not watching on the YouTube, um, we had ourselves a little entrance here, little guest co-host, no guest star. Oh, we have a little cameo guest here with Charlie, just waking up from his nap, being a sad little panda over here. But
Sad boy.
yeah, it'll be all right. This
Hmm.
is the perks of living, not living. I do live at home, working at home. Yeah, these are the days. These are the
These are the
moments we're gonna want back.
exactly. We'll never get this back. He's
Never,
gonna
ever,
be
ever.
18 one day, and you're gonna be like, "Just come sit on my lap. Are you
And
sad? Come sit on my lap."
he's gonna be
Like,
like, no thanks, Dad.
no,
I'd rather
yeah,
not sit on your lap.
yeah, hard pass. No.
No.
Soak it in.
Anyway, I will. Probably a good time to bail then, huh?
Yeah, I think it's a good time. We talked about a lot of pet peeves, things that really grind our gears.
Yeah, hit our strives with tips.
Oh, man, yeah, just make sure to tip,
Tip,
man.
don't be a shitty human. Just tip.
Yeah, yeah, and, if they put the automatic tip on there, just know that it's probably because they have people who are non-tippers, and they just wanna protect themselves, and it's okay to tip over that.
Yeah.
Mhm. Especially if it was great
Or
service.
don't. I guess it was really great service and it was exceptional. I
Yeah,
might tip more on top of it. But just out of principle, probably not gonna tip more.
but do you
Because
understand
we've
why they do it?
taken
I
Oh,
just wanna
100%.
Oh, okay, so that's confusing to me, but okay,
Yeah. No, I totally understand why they're doing it.
great.
But that doesn't change anything.
Apparently not for you, I don't.
Not a goddamn thing. Oh, nice.
Maybe that's the boomer in you. I
That's the
think
boomer in me.
that's the boomer in you is "They're gonna force me to tip?" I don't think so.
Yeah. Not
Yeah,
today.
the millennial in me is like, "Oh, you forced me to tip 18%? Man, here's 25. I'm
Oh,
gonna tip you more. You
you've
must
done
be
such a
real
good job.
struggling.
Thank you for showing up today.
You must have a lot of no tippers in your life, so let me make
Yeah.
up for that."
Yeah. Can you hear the jingling?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, sweet.
Well, on that note,
Yeah.
see you,
All
boomer.
right. Well, see you, boomer.
Talk soon. Bye.
Bye.